What's the true average retirement income in the US versus the UK and Canada? You see, saving for retirement is a huge challenge that people face all across the globe. In fact, it's one of the universal worries that make millions of people leave home every morning for work. But despite their best intentions, many still struggle to set aside enough for their golden years. And as most of you might already know, the dream of a comfortable retirement seems more like a distant fantasy for a lot of people these days. Let's find out the average retirement income by taking a closer look at three major players on the world stage right now: the USA, the UK, and Canada. If you live in one of these places, I recommend you watch this video in full to understand exactly how different systems impact your financial security in retirement. This video is designed to inspire better strategies for our own future planning, so stay with me and follow closely. Think of retirement income as a patchwork quilt that's stitched together to make one huge net. Now, let me make this clear. In the USA, the average retirement income varies widely, with Social Security being a major component. As it turns out, the average monthly Social Security benefit for retired workers is around $1,977, which adds up to roughly $24,000 a year. In the UK, retirees often rely on the state pension, which offers a maximum of about €203 per week, totaling around €10,600 annually. Meanwhile, in Canada, the average retirement income combines the Canada Pension Plan and Old Age Security, which together provide roughly $15,000 to $20,000 Canadian dollars per year. And as you might already see, the disparity in these numbers highlights the unique economic landscapes and social buffers in each country. Now you might be wondering, why is retirement planning so important? Here's the thing. Without a solid plan, many retirees find themselves struggling to make ends meet. In other words, having a well thought out strategy can mean the difference between a comfortable retirement and one filled with financial anxiety. But the truth is that a significant number of people are still underprepared for retirement. And if you think that's worrying, wait until you hear this next part. The cost of living continues to rise. Healthcare expenses are climbing, and life expectancies are increasing, which means that retirees need more savings than ever to maintain their standard of living. But looking at the bigger picture, what factors affect retirement income? Well, as most of you might already know, saving habits play a huge role. The truth is, those who start saving and investing early end up having more secure financial futures. On top of this, government benefits such as Social Security, state pensions, and national savings programs provide a critical foundation for retirement income. And in case you're not aware, economic conditions like inflation and interest rates also have a significant impact, as they influence the purchasing power of retirees. To put things into perspective, even a small increase in inflation can erode the value of fixed incomes, making it harder for retirees to cover their daily expenses. But wait, how does the American retirement system really stack up against the challenges of modern life? And are retirees truly prepared for what's next? Here's the thing. Social Security in the U.S. serves as the backbone for many retirees, providing essential monthly benefits. In fact, about 90% of people aged 65 and older receive Social Security, making it a crucial part of the American retirement system. But that's not all. Pensions from past employers, although less common today, still play a role for some, especially those who work in public sector jobs. Meanwhile, personal savings and investments, like 401ks and IRAs, are becoming increasingly important as Americans take charge of their own financial futures. So let's get this straight. The average retirement income in the U.S. is a combination of more than one source. To paint a clearer picture, the median annual income for Americans aged 65 and older is approximately $47,620, according to the U.S. Census Bureau. And in case you needed more proof, Social Security benefits alone average around $1,977 per month, which, as we mentioned earlier, totals about $24,000 per year. But what I'm going to reveal next is perhaps the most troubling part. Despite these numbers, a significant portion of retirees still find themselves relying heavily on Social Security to cover the majority of their expenses. But what are the hidden challenges American retirees are facing today, and could they be enough to derail their golden years? As it turns out, one major issue is the heavy reliance on Social Security. This reliance often stems from insufficient personal savings or unexpected expenses that arise during retirement. And if you think that's worrying, wait until you hear this next part. Rising healthcare costs are putting additional strain on retirement budgets. The truth is, healthcare expenses can eat up a substantial portion of a retiree's income, especially as they age and require more medical care. But looking at the bigger picture, there's also a trend towards working longer, with many opting for phased retirement to supplement their income. Now, the UK has a completely different approach to retirement income, with state pensions forming a key part of the system. Let me explain. The basic pension provides the groundwork, while workplace pensions, which are auto-enrolled for most employees, add another layer of security. But as you later find out, you need your personal savings and investments to fill the gaps. In other words, having a diversified approach to retirement income is important for ensuring financial stability in the UK. Now to draw a much clearer picture. The average retirement income in the UK varies based on these combined sources. The full new state pension provides about €203 per week, totaling around $10,600 annually. Meanwhile, the average total income for retired households is approximately €23,557 per year, according to the Office for National Statistics. And in case you're not aware, workplace pensions and personal savings significantly contribute to this overall figure, helping retirees maintain their standard of living. And as most of you know, inflation wears down the purchasing power of fixed incomes, making it harder for retirees to cover everyday expenses. But the pension landscape in the UK is also evolving, with changes to state pension ages and benefits affecting future retirees. Meanwhile, there's a growing emphasis on personal savings and investments, as people continue to find a need to supplement their pension income to ensure they retire comfortably. So how does Canada's retirement income compare to those of the US and the UK? Here's where things start to get exciting. Canada's retirement income is built on a tripod, with the Canada Pension Plan, or CPP, Old Age Security, or OAS, and personal savings each play a huge role. Here's the thing. The CPP is a contributory program that provides a monthly benefit based on contributions during one's working years. The OAS, on the other hand, offers a universal benefit to all eligible Canadians over 65. But that's not the only interesting part. Personal savings, including registered retirement savings plans and tax-free savings accounts, are essential for bridging the gap between these government programs and actual living expenses. Surprisingly, the average retirement income in Canada is relatively stable, thanks to these comprehensive programs. As of recent data, the average CPP payment is about $760 Canadian per month, while the OAS adds approximately $700 Canadian monthly. Together, these provide a foundation of around $17,500 Canadian annually. But retirees also typically need additional income from personal savings to maintain their standard of living, with the average total income for seniors being roughly $40,000 Canadian per year. But the cost of living continues to rise, which puts more pressure on Canadian retirees to stretch their dollars further. Turns out that government support alone may not suffice, especially in areas with higher costs of living. Meanwhile, there's an increasing focus on financial literacy and planning, as more Canadians recognize the importance of preparing for retirement early on. On top of this, the aging population presents challenges for sustaining the current levels of government benefits, prompting discussions about potential reforms to the system. At this point, you might be curious about which country truly comes out on top when we compare their retirement incomes. The truth is, the retirement income landscapes in the USA, UK, and Canada each have their unique attributes and challenges. Now let's make this clear. While Social Security dominates the USA system, the UK relies heavily on a combination of state and workplace pensions. Meanwhile, Canada's blend of CPP, OAS, and personal savings provides a balanced approach. But despite these differences, their retirement incomes hover around the same level. And I think we can all agree that retirees face shared challenges, regardless of geography. Rising healthcare costs, inflation, and the risk of outliving savings are common concerns in the USA, the UK, and Canada. In reality, these financial pressures require careful planning and often lead to a reliance on government benefits, which, as we've seen, aren't always enough. Even worse, as all three countries are experiencing shifts in demographics, with aging populations placing additional strain on public resources. On top of this, each country has its own approach to taxation, affecting how much retirees can actually keep. Which begs the question, how can you truly boost your retirement income? And which policies might just change how we all prepare for our golden years? Now let me make this clear. Building a secure retirement income requires a proactive approach. Starting early with consistent savings is going to be super important. The reality is that maximizing contributions to retirement accounts like 401ks, IRAs, RRSPs, and workplace pensions can significantly enrich your future financial security. And if you're looking for more ways to boost your savings, consider investing in diversified portfolios to grow your wealth over time. Maybe start investing in dividend-paying stocks and some great ETFs we have covered on this channel. When you're done here, hover over our channel and watch some of our videos that will change investment journeys forever. We've also made a video on how you can save $100,000 in 3 years or less, so be sure to watch that one as well. Now that financial pressures are mounting upon retirees every day, how can governments step in and reduce the stress? I think we can all agree that policymakers need to consider expanding access to retirement savings plans. Maybe offer more incentives to people who choose to work longer, and enhancing financial literacy programs as well. Whether governments do this or ignore it, one thing is clear. Aligning public policy with the changing needs of retirees is important if we want to see a more sustainable retirement. So have you ever wondered what makes a retirement plan truly effective? Planning for retirement isn't just about stashing away money. It's about creating a vision for your future. Surprisingly, a lot of people overlook how crucial early and ongoing planning is. Setting clear goals, grasping your future income needs, and regularly reviewing your plan are all keys to achieving financial independence. And in case you need more proof, those who start planning early tend to retire with much greater security and peace of mind, as reports from various sources indicate. I want to finish by saying you need to take control of your retirement planning today. Start by assessing your current savings, setting realistic goals, and work hand in hand with a financial advisor who has experience in retirement matters. Time is running out every day, and you need to be proactive in your approach to retirement as you seek to do it comfortably. So, go ahead and start working on a retirement plan that reflects your dreams and aspirations. Check out our video titled Dividends from $5,000 to see if you can live off dividend income with $5,000 starting capital, and how you can maximize your earnings as you look to retire with ease.